Hi, humans. You're watching Retro Oblivion. Please subscribe and hit the like button.
Come on, do it. Lay it out right here, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for dropping in and checking out my video today. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do like the video, please give me a like. Thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. So I bought this Nintendo 64 cartridge several months ago. This is a Resident Evil 2 game cartridge. And it's just now occurred to me, that, you know, what if this thing is fake? Because what makes me a little bit nervous is that this label here, it's a little bit too shiny, a little bit too glossy, and it looks brand new. Now, it's not very consistent with its age because a Nintendo 64 cartridge should probably be a little bit dirty, a little bit rough looking, and maybe have some fading, some scratching, maybe even a little bit of peeling. That would be more consistent with the age. This is not. This looks absolutely brand new, and I definitely want to explore this a little bit more. Now, what I find fascinating is when you flip it over, the back label is actually very consistent with its age. You got some staining right here, and it's lost a lot of gloss here on this label. And I think more importantly is, I'm not sure how well you can see that, but there is actually a machine stamp right here. And a lot of counterfeits, they do not machine stamp the back cartridge like that. So that right there is what makes me feel pretty confident that what I got here is probably real. But the front of this cartridge got me feeling like it's fake. So when in doubt, just open it up and see what the hell's in it. Before I go ahead and open this, I do want to show you a couple ways and a couple things that you can look for on the surface of the cartridge to make sure if what you're getting is real or fake. And like I was saying earlier, there is a machine stamp right here in the back. That's usually a really good thing to look for in a game before you buy it. You want to make sure that there is a machine stamp right there in the back, because a lot of counterfeits, they do not do that. These days, a lot of things coming from China, I mean, they're getting really good. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they found a way to kind of like put that on there somehow. Now, another thing that you can look for is right here on the top. There's a copyright logo up here on the top right after the O in Nintendo. Usually what you want to look for, you want to make sure that that is small. Because if it's too big, then it's probably going to indicate that it might be a fake. And that looks pretty small to me. So that's usually a good sign. Another thing that you can look for is the dot right above the I in Nintendo. If that is a square, then more likely it's probably going to be a real cartridge. If it's a circle, it's probably going to be fake. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up. And before we open it up, you do need the right tool for the right job, and you can find these little tool kits on eBay, Amazon, and they're very cheap. I don't know why, but that's satisfying to just dump it all out like that. Okay, and now we also have two little screws that we want to take out, one here and one here. Now I imagine that you could probably apply the same principles to any old retro cartridge. You know, you can look for the label, make sure it's, you know, perfectly consistent with its age. Make sure it's not too glossy, because a lot of people out there like to fake the NES cartridges and sometimes the Sega cartridges. It really depends on what game it is. Some games are just more valuable than others. take this off. When in doubt, always open it up. This is the best way to tell if what you got is real. You want to take a look at the board, and here we go. And so far it looks pretty good to me. We have the battery right up here, which is very typical of a Nintendo 64 Resident Evil cartridge. You definitely want to see that battery up there. That's definitely a good thing. And then we have a date right here, and it says Nintendo. A lot of counterfeit games, the battery will typically be in the back of the board, and it's in the right location. It's up there on the top left corner, which is definitely a good sign. And this board looks pretty good to me. It's in pretty good shape too. Very nice. Oh, and since I have this open, another thing that you can look for, here is on the shell. See right there, it says USA-B. So on the counterfeits, they usually don't put that up there. If you see that on your cartridge, you got the real deal. Alright, so we are complete with this game, and we have determined that this is real. Now the only thing that I can think of why the top shell is new and the back is old and original is maybe possibly that the one of the owners of this game at one time probably switched out the shell. Like maybe the shell was damaged, maybe it was cracked, dented, or the label peeled off, and they just wanted to simply improve the appearance of the cartridge. So they probably bought a fake counterfeit cartridge, and they took their real game and put it inside the fake cartridge, and they probably wanted to make it as original as possible, so they just used the top shell. So that's what I think about that. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, but I'm gonna go ahead and roll with that. Now, just for kicks, let's go ahead and open this one up and see what's up inside here. I've actually had a couple commenters leave some comments on my channel about this one. I had one on TikTok and one on YouTube. They were questioning the authenticity of this cartridge. One person on TikTok said that this looked a little bit different than his, and one guy on YouTube said that, I hate to tell you, but I think that's fake. So, well, there's only one way to tell, and that would be to open it up and take a look at it inside. All right, here we go. So the board up here does say Nintendo, and it does have a date on there. Okay, so there's that. Now if we take a look at the other part of the shell on the cartridge, up here it does say USA B-12. So that's a pretty good indicator that this cartridge is real. And flip it around, and we do have the machine stamp right here. So that's all good news. All right, guys, well, that is all I have for you all today. I want you to go ahead and tell me down in the comment section below what you guys think. What are your thoughts? What are your prayers? Have you ever bought a fake game before? How did you know it's real? Do you have any different techniques that you can determine if something is real or not? For me, I usually try to just bust it open and go in the inside and take a look around. That's really the best indicator to me. I mean, you could do all this dancing around with the labels and looking for different things and stuff like that, but the truth is a lot of these counterfeiters, you know, they're getting pretty good. They're getting really good with their technology, and they're pretty sophisticated. They can make some pretty real looking games. And you know, games is nothing to take lightly. I mean, some games can cost hundreds of dollars to thousands of dollars. Like I said before, it really depends on what kind of game you got. Some are worth more than others. Some are worth counterfeiting. Some are not. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you on the next one.